Everyone has heard that your thoughts create your reality, but let's dive a little deeper. It's actually your mindset that creates your reality. So let's talk about what your mindset even is. Your mindset is the lens in which you view reality. So you can have a negative lens on reality or a positive lens on reality. And I'm going to tell you all of the factors that affect your mindset. So here I drew mindset in the middle. It's the sun. Your mindset is the sunshine of your life. And the things that affect it are like the clouds. So we're going to talk about the external things that affect your reality and the internal things that affect your reality. So let's start right at the top with your thoughts. Your thoughts create your mindset. So if you're constantly playing out bad thoughts, living in the past, thinking about something that happened yesterday and letting it affect you, or thinking about how you want to handle a situation tomorrow, that's pulling you out of current reality, the now, the present moment. And the only place where happiness, joy, love, and abundance live is in the present moment. So you need to be in this present moment right now, experience the abundance of life. So, a good way to pull yourself back from your thoughts into the present moment is when you catch yourself drifting, just come to and focus on your breath. Take a second to listen to your breath, because when you are focusing on your breath, your mind can't wander anywhere else, and that pulls you back into this present moment. If you're constantly thinking bad thoughts, that's affecting the way you view reality. Your feelings and emotions absolutely affect your mindset. So when you think bad thoughts and you live in bad emotions, you are being pulled into a negative lens. Now, let's talk really deep about the emotions, because this is a huge part of being a human, is having emotions. And a lot of us were not shown how to express our feelings in a safe way, and majority of people were told stop crying, grow up, it's not that big of a deal, which is a limiting belief that affects your mindset. But your emotions are energy and motion that are meant to be felt. And when you don't allow yourself to feel your feelings, they get stored in your body, and it causes headaches, back pain, stress. It makes your nervous system in fight or flight mode. And when you're in fight or flight mode, you don't see things as clearly as you would if you were more grounded and in the moment. So allow yourself to feel your feelings when they come up. How this is going to look is, you have a moment of sadness, and instead, for me personally, I would push my sadness aside and be like, I'm okay, I'm fine, it's fine. But what you really need to do for yourself and your body, and this is a way that you show up for yourself. You feel sad and you say, wow, I feel really sad right now. Name it. That allows your body to be more comfortable with what you're experiencing. So a name that you're feeling the feelings. So name it. I feel mad. I feel sad. We're going to use sad as an example. I feel really sad right now, and no wonder I feel sad. That situation really hurt me. Validate your inner child. Tell yourself it's okay to feel sad. And speak this out loud or speak it in your mind. Tell your body, yeah, no wonder you feel sad. That really hurt. Cry about it. Shake your hands, move your body, feel the sadness. And the more you start to name it and accept it, it allows that deep, heavy feeling to move out of you. And when you allow those feelings to move out, you can be more level-headed, more clear-minded, and that will affect your mindset, which affects your reality. And we'll go into this. This is in green for a reason, because it's the most important part. How you view yourself in the world absolutely affects your mindset. So if you were constantly living in I'm rushed, life is hard, I don't have enough, you're creating that lens, and that is how you're going to see experiences. Now, if you're always viewing yourself as the woman who gets everything she wants, you're going to find more positive in the experiences that happen around you, which will affect your mindset and your reality. The actions that you take, bestie, this is so important. If you're always doing self-destructive things, what do you think that's doing for how you feel about yourself? If you make a goal and you don't follow through, That's affecting your confidence and how you feel about yourself. If you make a goal and you try and you push and every day you show up, you build that confidence in yourself, and that changes your mindset, which changes your reality. The lens in which you view your potential. This one is huge. I know for me personally, I used to think that I wouldn't be successful until I became stronger, had a better speaking voice, and I was always putting limitations on my success that I wasn't ready for it yet. And because I viewed my potential as I'm not ready yet, I never felt ready. How you feel creates your reality. So once you just step in there and do it and you realize I was viewing myself in a limiting way and now I'm just going to do it. I'm going to pull out my camera. I'm going to get a whiteboard. I'm going to talk to people even if I don't feel like I'm ready because I am taking that action and I'm believing in my potential and I'm creating my reality because my mindset tells me I'm capable. You see where we're going here? You see where we're going here? So these are more of the internal things, okay? Now let's talk about the external things. We live in a world that is full of chaos. So how do we keep a positive mindset and a good mindset when it feels like it's a dump fire outside? Well, let's go deep into this one, and this one is a touchy subject. What you watch affects your mindset. Listen, if you're here watching this, it's because you're a good person. No, bad people don't take the time to learn how to heal themselves. So if you're here, it's because you're a good person, okay? Love you, bestie. And so you care about people. You care deeply about people. And so you want to watch what's going on in the world and sympathize with people and share your love with them and hope that things get better. But unfortunately, what that is doing, that is affecting your mindset on the world, and it's telling you that the world is a scary place. So much bad is happening in the world. And therefore, your mindset starts to become, well, the world is scary, the world is bad, so I can't have my goals, my life, my dreams, because everything is terrible right now. And that's where a lot of people are, is that they're being consumed by the media. And this is going to be an off topic. I'm going to rant for a second. The media purposely wants you to be in that trap. They want you scared. They want you mad. They want you frustrated because if everybody knew their full potential, the structures of the world would crumble because you create your reality. And if you truly mastered how to have a good mindset, how to love yourself, how to take care of yourself, how to create the actions, the results, and the desired reality, we wouldn't need the system. And that's why the media shows and pushes the negativity. And this is not saying that it's not important and that it's not happening, because trust me, I love people with my whole heart and I so badly want everybody to have a good life. And what is me stressing about it truly going to do to change the collective? Nothing. Unfortunately, nothing. But my way that I can change the narrative that we live is by doing this right now and teaching you that you are in control of your emotions so you can have a better life. And if every single person just starts to live a better life, can you imagine what that would do for our collective? Crazy, okay? So be very careful what you watch. I love to watch inspirational videos, self-help videos. I don't watch the negativity. I know what's going on in the world, but I just cannot consume myself in it. If I'm driving down the street and I see a person struggling, you bet your booty I'm going to do I'm going to give them money. I'm going to do something to help them. But watching somebody in New York struggling is only going to take away my light. I'm sorry. I know that might trigger people, but it's the truth. Focus on yourself, make yourself happy, and then you can have a better reality and you can show more people how to have a good reality too. This one's my favorite. What you eat absolutely affects your mindset. This one is huge for me because I lost 100 pounds completely naturally through my diet and my aligned actions, which we'll go into this in a second. What you eat absolutely affects how you feel about yourself. Your dopamine is created in your gut. So when you eat fast food, preservatives, and sugar, you're literally filling your gut with bad bacteria. And bad bacteria just basically rots in your gut. And then you don't have the feel-good hormones because your gut is literally inflamed, upset, full of bad bacteria. It is so important to eat good. And when you eat good, oh my God, you feel so good. It changes your mindset. It changes your reality, because when you can show up for yourself and you can choose to take 10 minutes to make yourself a healthy lunch over going to McDonald's, it is going to change the way you feel about yourself and the way you show up in your life. So having a good diet is so important for how you view yourself and how you love yourself and how you care for yourself. Which that puts us how you care for your mind and your body. The actions that you take to show your body, your home, that you love it. Your body is literally just the vehicle for your consciousness, for your soul. So take care of it. It's your one and only body. Take care of it. Take care of your mind by not consuming bad things. Take care of your mind by feeling your emotions, having good thoughts, viewing yourself in a positive way. Move your body, exercise, walk. You're not doing it because you hate yourself. You're not trying to lose weight because you hate yourself. You are taking care of your mind and your body, and you're eating well because you feel good about yourself, and it changes your reality because you love your body, and that's why it works. That's why I lost 100 pounds naturally, was because it was no longer, I want to lose weight because I hate myself, because I hate the look. When you start a journey from self-hatred, it can only go so far. It is running off of a little bit of motivation and self-hatred, and that fizzles out really fast. If you want to make real changes for yourself, your body, your mind, your soul, your reality, it has to come from a place of love and a deep-rooted changing of your reality and how you view yourself. So it absolutely comes from how you choose to prepare foods for yourself, the foods you choose to eat, and how you move your body. You move because you your body, because it feels good, because it makes the emotions flow out of you. You see where we're going here? When you love yourself, you do things from a place of love, which changes your life and changes your reality. I was constantly stuck in a loop of never losing weight because I hated myself. I hated what I saw when I looked in the mirror. Well, how do you get from self-hatred to self-love? You have to force, at first you have to force the thoughts to be positive. Unfortunately, fake it till you make it. Because if you're constantly living in a loop of bad thoughts and bad feelings, you have to break that. So break it by coming to with your breath. Pull yourself out of those bad thoughts. Look in the mirror. I love you. I love myself. I am capable. I'm looking in the mirror right now. I am capable. I am beautiful. I love myself. I take care of myself because I love myself. And you might have to lie to yourself at first, but eventually all of these things will start to just fall into place, and it will change your mindset for yourself. I'm 2.5, 3 years into my journey of weight loss, and my mindset is entirely different than what it was when I started. Now these things easily for me because it's been a system I've created for myself. It's discipline that I have instilled in myself in a way that builds my own self-confidence, because every time I show up for myself, it makes me feel better. It makes me have more confidence. It changes my mindset to a more positive place. And the more positive I view myself, the more opportunities fall into place for me. And this is, you are capable of this too. It starts with deep inner self-love, changing all of these things right here and controlling these things over here. The people in your life absolutely affect your mindset. If you're hanging out with people who are doom and gloom and telling you all the bad things about yourself, that's going to create limiting beliefs, and it's going to change your mindset. If you're hanging out with people who tell you you're the best, you are so fun to be around, I love hanging out with you, you are so cool, that makes you feel good. It changes your mindset about yourself. This one's a deep one, your childhood. We all of our limiting beliefs and our identity started as a child. And we live in a world that, like I said, they want us to be sad, scared, mad, angry. The powers that be, whatever. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, so we're not going into that. But your childhood was created by your parents' nervous system. And most people are living in fight or flight mode. So unfortunately, most people were given bad habits from their parents. And it's not because they aren't good people. Your parents are amazing. They were just learning this life too. And unfortunately, they didn't we have. They didn't have social media. They didn't have ChatGPT, Google to ask questions to. So they were just doing it on their own. So it was really hard for our parents, and I sympathize for them. But we have technology and we have the understanding of how reality works now that we can change our nervous system and our limiting beliefs. When you're a child, a lot of the things that happen to you create your darkness. Your limiting beliefs are part of your shadow side, okay? And this could be a whole chapter in itself. You need to learn to embrace your shadow side, and that will help you live a more fulfilled life. You can never change where you came from. That's your beginnings, but you can use where you came from to make you a stronger, more grounded person today. For example, me personally, just so you can kind of tie in how to use your darkness and your shadow side to make you more positive. I grew up being told I was fat, I was ugly, I was stupid, mainly told how unattractive I was. I was told I was unattractive at home and at school. And so in my head, I always hated the way I always thought I was overweight. I was so ugly. I was blah, blah, blah. And that created limiting beliefs, which changed my mindset, which made me work out of anger, out of hatred. And so how I flipped that on its back was I started showing up for myself. I started building the confidence in myself and the love in myself. And now I can use that extreme hurt from my childhood to sit here and have the confidence to talk to you, to help you flip your darkness on its back. So I use that darkness as a way shine my light. And you can do that too. Identify your darkness, your limiting beliefs, the things that people told you when you were a kid that affect you to this day, that make you feel a certain type of way. Use those as your light, as your power, because those are your personal super strengths, how you can really be relatable to people, how you can tie in your existence to this world into the stories that you tell. Your darkness is your superpower, but you have to learn what it is first. So if you're living in a constant state of fight or flight, go mode, you don't take the time to self-reflect on what those things are that make you who you are, and you leave them buried and they consume you. Once you know what they are and you bring them to life, you can shine light on them. They can change your mindset. They can change your reality. The boundaries that you create are so absolutely important. If you let people walk all over you, treat you like crap because you care about them, you're disrespecting yourself and you're changing the way you feel about yourself. Let people disrespect you. When you have strong boundaries, you create systems for yourself, which creates the discipline for yourself, which creates confidence, which changes the way you love yourself. Do not let people walk all over you. Create strong boundaries. When you create strong boundaries, people respect you more. Systems is in a different color because systems is how we tie all of this in to our reality. You can think happy thoughts, think positive all day, every day, but it's not going to change your reality. Your actions create your results, which create your reality. So let's go into this really fast. Your identity, how you were spoken to as a child, how you're spoken to now as an adult, creates your mindset. Your mindset affects the decisions that you make. If you're living in a bad mindset, you're making bad decisions. If you're living in a positive mindset, you're making good decisions. Those decisions then create the actions that you take. The actions is the systems that you put in place. If you want an abundant life, to create a system for abundance to find you, because wishing and dreaming does not make abundance come to you. The system, the action that you took makes it come to you. So create a container for abundance to fall into. Your nervous system is directly tied into the amount of money that you get to make in this world. It is a mirror to how you believe about yourself. So if you aren't making as much money as you want to make, we need to dive deep into why. It's your mindset. You have limiting beliefs somewhere. Nobody is perfect. And the thing about this journey is that it goes up and it goes down, and it goes up and it goes down. And every time it goes down to prepare you for the next rising in yourself. You're always growing, and to grow, you have to have a hard moment that pushes you to the better moment. So when things feel hard, just remind yourself this is how you change your whole mindset for yourself. How you show up in hard moments creates more confidence in yourself to then make your life better. If you want more money, you have to dive deep into what your limiting beliefs are and calm your nervous system. You're calling in money, but you have nowhere for it to go. You're living life chaotically. You're just trying to survive. How is money gonna find you? Money is an energy, and you need to give it a container to flow into. So when you have a clear mindset, you create clear systems that help that fall into place. So your results are definitely created by the way you feel about yourself. Your thoughts create your reality. And I want this to just be so sewn into your mind. Nobody's perfect. It's so easy to do these things on a good day. When things are feeling good, of course I can have good thoughts. Of course I can control what I eat. I have the motivation today. Motivation only goes this far. Then you need to have the systems in place to make it for when you're having a bad day. When you have systems in place, that's your buffer. And abundance and happiness still can flow to you because you have the system in place, because you took the time to do it for yourself, to create that system for abundance to flow. So the biggest takeaway from this is that if you really want to change your life, you need to change the way you view yourself. I know a lot of people really love my content because of my weight loss, and this is absolutely tied into weight loss, but it's so much deeper than that. It comes from self-love, self-respect, and the confidence that you create in yourself. People ask me, where does my confidence come from? The thing is, confidence is nothing with external. You build confidence every time you show up for yourself. Every time things are hard and I choose to come back to and find my breath, that brings me more confidence. Every single time that life tests me on the dips and I stay believing in myself so I can ride the high, that builds the confidence. Your confidence comes from the discipline that you have for yourself. All of this takes discipline. This is easy on a good day, but on a hard day, what makes this flow is your discipline and your system. So believe in yourself. Find out what systems you need to take to make your life flow for you. And then believe in yourself even when things are hard.